Dash. Okay, is everybody concentrating? Good. This is the current state of the world. At the dawn of 2002. By David K. The United States bombed Afghanistan, killing thousands of civilians because someone killed thousands of civilians in New York and Washington. The who is still unproven unless you believe the Hollywood special effects. Pakistan helped the American and British governments to attack Afghanistan because Pakistan is part of the coalition to stop terrorism. Now India threatens to invade Pakistan because they claim that terrorists supported by Pakistani intelligence were responsible for the suicide attack on the Indian parliament. This was the same Pakistani intelligence who worked with the US in the attack on Afghanistan to stop terrorism. Still with me? Meanwhile, the Israel government terrorizes the Palestinians while Palestinian extremists terrorize Israelis. And both leaderships condemn terrorism and join the war against it, led by America and Britain, whose governments have the most grotesque record of orchestrating mass terrorism and genocide against the peoples of the world. Saudi Arabia, which is an unelected bloodline dictatorship, just like the US, has a horrific human rights record, as do all allies of the United States, and its treatment of women is utterly appalling. The American and British governments condemn the treatment of women by the Taliban, and use it as one of the reasons they had to be removed, and yet they support the dictatorship in Saudi Arabia and welcome its involvement in the war on terrorism while saying not a word about the Saudi policy on women, which mirrors that of the Taliban. The prosecutor at the World Court says he has enough evidence to convict the former Serbian leader, Slobodan Milosevic, for crimes against humanity, while people like the Bush family, Henry Kissinger, Dick Cheney, Colin Powell, etc., who are responsible for more dead people than Milosevic could muster if he lived to be 200, do not face charges for crimes against humanity. Instead, they are seen as the defenders of the free world. Q. Alice. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrariwise dash. What it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see? Pakistan and India wave handbags on the border. And both say if they blow the shit out of the other, their cause will be just ... Welcome to 2002. Business as usual. David K. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spread his claws, and welcome little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. Alice.